Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just did a video about how Strange New Worlds didn't have much to promote the upcoming season, and they're doing a bit of a soft launch, I thought. And then as soon as I put that up, of course, Trek Movie has like 5 interviews and clips are released on the YouTube channel and everything. I'm like, oh, thanks. But I thought I'll put it up anyway, and I'll just then add on to it and do this video. So I want to talk about the clips. There were 2 clips that were released, or was it 3? I think it was 2. The first one is... Oh, that's right, there was 3, but one was not a clip from an actual show. It's just a video. We'll deal with that because that's the worst, most embarrassing, cringe-inducing thing they've done so far, I think. Now, Pike, now Anson Mount's a handsome man. I've met him in person. He's very handsome, very charming. His hairstyle got some attention in the 2nd season because it started to get a bit big and noticeable, and it was getting some attention and a lot of memes, and it was becoming a little bit of a joke, and I was a little bit worried about it because it takes attention away from the actual character and his integrity, and it's a serious character, it's a serious drama, it's not like a parody. And then when they showed the Vulcan scene where they get the magic serum, which is the same serum that they return Spock to normal to, so it's not something new that would be able to explain the differences in how it acts this time. That's just bad writing. Suddenly his hair was big and ridiculous, and somehow that was supposed to reflect he's being genetically Vulcan now, and it was just cringe, and I just was like, why did they do that to the actor? And then I found out that was actually Anson Mount's idea, and I'm like, I've lost respect for you now. I thought this was just a production team making a joke out of you, which often they do. They take a serious actor and then just write the character as a joke, and they just have to manage it the best they can. He did that, and then they did a video all about his hair, just about styling the hair, and it's not just big now. Now it has a structure to it where it's got like these little sections, and they sort of curl around like a claw coming up, and like it's like, oh my god, when does he have time to do this? He's trying to save the crew from Gorn, and because they're xenomorph monsters and not an actual race that needs to be respected. So it just undermines the character. It just makes a joke. They're trying to make a meme. They're trying to make some sort of fashion statement, a trend or something like that. And it just undermines the character and looks ridiculous. So that's the worst thing. Because it's just so frivolous and pointless. And like, this is what you're promoting the show with, the serious science fiction show. One of the actors' hair. Okay. So now the next bit is a clip from the actual episode. I'll do the Scotty one first because it's the quickest one. Basically, they make him out to be a joke. He doesn't know what he's doing, and the other lady the character played by Carol Kane, is basically just telling him, you're doing this wrong, this is why we do this way, so this doesn't happen, you're an idiot, basically. And he just is standing there like, blah, blah, blah. And it just makes him look bad. I'm like, great. Scotty was never like that. I do not believe that he was ever this incompetent person who didn't know what he was doing. It's just unnecessary. I don't know why they're doing it. Why they feel the need to dress the characters down and then build them up. And just have them be brilliant the whole time and just have good stories rather than just having to create a situation to fix and then that's your story arc. Oh, we made him a dumb character, now we've made him smart. Now we've made him who he was, and that's our achievement. We reduced them and then got them to where they were before. Now Spock, this scene's pretty bad as well. He's in the transporter room waiting for Chapel to beam up because apparently they're still involved or something, or he thinks they are. I can't remember where they left it in the series. And she's beaming up with Roger Corby, who she's involved with, and Spock doesn't get it right away. Now, Spock is there. He's a professional. They're work colleagues. There's another professional there on the transporter. He's there with a gift for Christine, and he's really rude to the doctor, to Dr. Corby, who wants to look at it, who now suddenly, I think he has an Irish accent or something. And it's just really obvious that they're together and Spock doesn't get it, and everyone, he's a fool, of course, and they're making fun of him. And La'an, of course, sort of is like, will you be needing separate quarters, basically? She asked just to point out to Spock, they're together. And she's like, what are you doing? And it's just really cringe. It's really young adult. It's really the worst of the CW sort of reputational, sort of just that sort of, this is not a serious science fiction show anymore. This is a parody of Star Trek, which is aimed at unintelligent people and kids. And it's just insulting to actual fans of Star Trek who have any intelligence and any sophistication or taste or anything. And it's just cringe and trash, and it's just, I wanted this show to be good. When it first started, I had such hopes for it. I thought they can do a separate show, get away from Discovery, do everything right, and still have Discovery for those people and have Strange New Worlds for Star Trek fans. And they didn't pick up the mantle. They established right away, we're in this Discovery universe and we're going to stick to that. And it's just been trivial relationship stuff. Just, it's not Star Trek, it's not science fiction, it's not serious. These people aren't at a level that we had them at in Star Trek, and they think, like I said, reducing them and lowering them and regressing them and then getting them up to the point that they were at in the series, they think that is an arc and that is the development and that is the story and that is something worth seeing that fans want to see. It's just, it's a mess, and that's what they had to offer to promote the new series. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Strange New Worlds Season 3 and the promotions that we've had so far.